There's nothing more popular than lemon meringue pie, in my family anyway. It is so impressive, but I've got a cheats one. It's using a crumb crust and it's so simple to make. For the crust, add 12 crushed digestives to melted butter. I like a little sugar in that, and I'm going to use some demerara sugar, about a tablespoon. That's it. Then you just mix that together. It's also simple. I mean, some other crumb crusts I use ginger biscuits, but for lemon meringue pie, it has to be digestive. Pour the mixture into a 23 centimetre, 8-inch flan dish. And then just level it in the middle and work it round the sides. I really enjoy this crumb crust, and I find I make it so often because it's so easy. You know, I do think twice about if you've got to make a pastry, bake it blind, all takes time, but this is really very, very quick. There's my crumb crust, done, finished. Put it there, just ready to have the filling in. Add 1 394-gram tin of full-fat condensed milk. They used to be in tubes when I was a child, and you used to have this tube and take it out like toothpaste. It was absolutely delicious. Add 3 egg yolks. I'm just going to combine that for a moment, and then it gets this lovely colour. Next, you'll need the zest and juice of 2 lemons. You know, this is a real showstopper. Anything with meringue, my lot absolutely love. You know, we've often had it for a birthday pudge, you know, just putting sparklers in the top and walking in with it. It all makes it very, very special if it's a birthday. And so add the lemon juice, and you'll notice instantly it's beginning to get thick. Can you see? It's almost like magic. That's it. Just level it right into the edges like that. Leave it in the fridge to set and start making the meringue. Whisk 3 egg whites on full speed until stiff. And then slowly add 175 grams of caster sugar. I think that will just about be right. Now let's have a look at that. I want it to be shiny, standing up in peaks. That's a perfect meringue. Once the pie has set, carefully spread the meringue over it. And the aim is to cover all the crumb crust and the middle as well. So you have to put it on and just push it to the side. It's not easy. I find it best to go round in sort of blobs and then into the middle. So press it down. That's it. Now you can do little swirls all the way around. Make it the sort of same mountain in the middle. And I think that's far nicer than piping. I think it looks homemade. And I love making these little swirls and peaks. All right, stop playing with it, it's perfectly all right. Cook at 190 fan for 15 to 20 minutes. Then set aside for at least half an hour before serving warm. I think it looks very special, but I do warn you, the first slice is always difficult to get out. Have a little prayer and hope for the best. How does that look? I think it looks delicious. Oh, so good. I think everybody's going to enjoy that. Panna cotta simply means cooked cream, and it comes from Italy. If you're in Italy, it's there on every menu. So that's 900 ml of cream, and then I'm going to add the sugar, 75 grams. In that goes. And I'm going to heat it simply enough to be really, really hot and dissolve that sugar. For that hint of latte, add equal parts of instant coffee and water. You could, if you wish, use 1 shot of espresso coffee if you prefer, but this I find gives a really good flavour. Now, to make the whole thing set, I need gelatin. Soften 13 grams in water and add to the latte mixture. Don't expect it to be like a thick sauce or anything. You won't notice any difference in the consistency, except that there's no floppy gelatin there. That's absolutely ready to go. That was easy, wasn't it? Then into the fridge for at least 3 hours to set. Right, the next move is the brittle. It's essential when you're making caramel to dissolve the sugar first. To be foolproof, don't use a non-stick pan as the sugar will crystallise. And now I can take the spoon out, never stir it again, turn up the heat, and the moment that it turns to a pale straw colour, off with the heat. I think that's almost the colour I want. So I'm going to turn the heat off. In goes the nuts. Move it round. And then pour that. I'm going to let that get stone cold, then I'll bang it and it'll all crush and have that beautiful flavour. Each little piece of nut will be covered in caramel and it'll look like a little jewel. There they are, lined up like soldiers. It helps to get them out if you just dip them in hot water for a moment. A secret of getting it dead centre is to wet the plate first. You'll then be able to move them about. Doesn't that look amazing? Lovely shine on it. You don't want to have the pieces too big to break their teeth, just about right. I promise you that that is going to bring a sparkle to the eyes of all your guests and friends. A perfect ending to that very special meal. First of all, the caramel. Now, some people find it difficult, and usually it's because they've used a non-stick pan and it crystallises. The trick is to add some water to a stainless steel or aluminium-based pan and dissolve the sugar slowly, stirring. And then I've got 175 grams of caster sugar. In that goes. And keep the heat fairly low until it's totally clear. As soon as it's nearly caramel, it'll become totally silent. But now listen, very noisy. Don't make the caramel too dark because it'll be bitter. It wants to be a deep straw colour. That's it. Let it set on a cold surface while you make the custard. Simply heat 600 ml of full-fat milk. My tip for an extra special rich custard is to add 2 egg yolks to 4 whole eggs. Then 50 grams of caster sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just as if you were making scrambled eggs. That's fine, it's running through beautifully. Now it's time to add the hot milk. Just a little to start with. If you pour that on and it's absolutely boiling, you will separate the eggs and you'll get curdling. And then you can add the rest. So that's our custard, couldn't be easier. I will strain the mixture just in case there are any bits of shell in there. Take the set caramel and grease around the inside of the tin. Isn't that lovely? You could almost see your face in it, couldn't you? Now the secret for a beautifully smooth creme caramel is to cook it in a water bath. I'm going to pour the custard in there. Surround it with boiling water just up to halfway. And then that slows down the cooking and gets a very even cook. I'm going to cook that at 120 fan for about 50 minutes to an hour. Once cooked, leave it to sit in the water for about half an hour. Then take it out to cool even further and chill overnight. To help centre the caramel custard, add a few drops of water to the plate first. So put that on top like that. A wing and a prayer. 1, 2, 3. And now's the time to reveal it. Doesn't that look good? This idea captures the essence of a British summer. To make a cordial or syrup is not difficult. I'm starting off by making just a little bit of lemon syrup to add to my elderflower cordial. Add the juice of 2 lemons to the rind, pour in 100 ml of water and 75 grams of sugar. I'm just going to heat that up slowly to dissolve the sugar and infuse the lemon zest. It's the outside, the bright yellow, that gives a lovely flavour to it. Soak 20 grams of gelatin leaves in cold water until soft. Remove the lemon zest. And after a few minutes, add the gelatin. Now that's how it should be. You're going to see it's quite squidgy, and just squeeze that out and then just drop that in and it will dissolve in this hot liquid. And finally add 400 ml of water and 250 ml of elderflower cordial. Sharp smell of lemons and a hint of elderflower. So there it is, ready. I like to serve this in individual glasses. In the back of the cupboard, you might have one of your mother's like that. I don't know, I'm sure they came free with a packet of something, but even so, when they're filled, they look good. Let those cool and then into the fridge for around 6 hours or overnight to set. I'm going to finish them off with another summer favourite of mine. Fresh strawberries tossed in icing sugar. Gives them a lovely shine too. And add those to the top with a dollop of whipped cream. Blissful. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy.